Welcome back to another week of our pantry challenge. Tonight we are making a beef and pasta dish, and this is coming in really handy. I made some ham broth a while ago, and I froze it into little cubes and put it in the freezer. And I honestly thought I was out of broth, but I found some. And I measured them like in these little containers, and this is half a cup, and then the bigger ones are a cup. So I actually found enough broth. It calls for beef broth, but ham broth, it'll work, right? So I'm gonna get working on this. Just sounds delicious and cheesy and a really yummy comfort food. I've never tried this recipe before, so hopefully it turns out. The recipe calls for tomato sauce, and I don't have just like plain tomato sauce. So I'm just gonna take this can of tomato paste. It's a 6-ounce can, and it calls for 8 ounces of tomato sauce. But it also calls for a tablespoon of tomato paste. So I'm just gonna use this in a can of water, and we're gonna call it good.
They don't have water on them, so they can't grow.
I'm making some zucchini muffins with some freeze-dried zucchini that I had, and this is my little tip. The recipe says to mix the dry ingredients first and then mix the wet ingredients in another bowl and add it together. I mix the wet ingredients first, mix the dry ingredients on top, so like I have my baking soda, baking powder, salt on top here. You just kind of mix it together. And then stir it all together, and boom, it's done. One bowl. None of this 2-bowl stuff. I don't have time for that. We're having fish tacos for dinner, so right now I'm making some tortillas for that. We love homemade tortillas, and so I'm gonna make a bunch of those. Maybe have some left over for something else tomorrow. Anyway, and then I'm gonna bake the fish, I think, because I don't feel like frying it up to grill. I'm just gonna put some olive oil and taco seasoning on top of it. It's just some flounder we had in the freezer, so I'm gonna cook that up. And then we'll put that on the tacos, and then I have a fish taco sauce with sour cream, mayonnaise, garlic powder, lime juice if you have it, and cumin. Did I say that already? Anyway, it's really yummy and makes the tacos taste so good. We'll put some shredded lettuce on there, some mozzarella cheese, some salsa, and maybe if we can find some fresh cilantro in the garden, we might put some of that on there too. And jalapenos if anybody feels like it. They're really yummy, and we have not had them in a while. As I'm rolling out the tortillas, I'm like, yeah, we have not had these for a really long time. So I'm trying to work really quickly. Peter's still sleeping. The girls are outside playing. So I'm trying to get those muffins made. Well, they're done in the oven. They're cooking, baking. But I'd like to get as much as I can of dinner ready before Peter wakes up, because then he'll be hungry because he's been sleeping for a while, and I'll have to work with him. So yeah, I'm trying to get as much done as I can. The muffins look super yummy, and Anna keeps begging for one. We're gonna have them for dessert in a little bit. The tacos got eaten up so fast that there was not any left, and I did not take a picture of them, but they were yummy. They also taste really good with some like chopped red onion on them, but I didn't have any, so I only had freeze-dried, and it doesn't have the crunch that the fresh ones do, so we just skipped it. For today's lunch, it's Sunday, we are going to have some Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, kind of. So I'm cooking up some frozen peppers and some oil, and then I will add a jar of our canned beef that we canned up, like stew beef canned up, and then I'm going to season it with probably some garlic powder. I might throw some garlic, actual garlic, in with the peppers once they're cooked a little bit more. Maybe throw some garlic powder in, some onion powder, maybe some salt, Worcestershire, that sort of thing. Get it really nice and flavored. Maybe some pepper, like black pepper. I'll take, for the sandwiches, I will take some bread, put some cream cheese on both sides of the bread. I think that's what I'll do. No, maybe I'll do mayonnaise. One of those. Anyway, then I will put some provolone cheese down, some of the meat mixture, more provolone, and top it with another slice of bread, and then I will grill it in my panini maker. Makes a delicious, nice, warm, filling panini sandwich lunch. So, a lot of times on Sunday after church we will do a sandwich type thing, just because it's kind of quick and easy. So that's what I'm going to do today. And since I'm home from church today with sick kids, I can get this started a little bit sooner, and we can eat a little bit earlier than sometimes we normally do. Are you chopping the garlic for Mama? Yeah, you got your knife? You gonna cut it? It's crazy. I remember Anna being this small, cutting up things for me and helping me cook.
Mama!
Were you trying to stir the peppers?
Mama.
They're hot. Pizza for dinner. We're having pepperoni. Oh, I forgot to put the pepperonis on this side. And this has that leftover meat mixture from lunch with some mozzarella and cheddar on top. I'm working on preparing some different yogurt things to make some yogurt drops. So I have some Greek yogurt that I strained my regular yogurt, turned it into Greek yogurt. I think this is the maple one. I added a little bit of maple syrup. And then I added some apple scrap jelly to this one. And I added some blackberry jam to this one. And tomorrow, when I go to make these, I'll just snip off the corner and make little drops on them. I'll show you that when I do it. But thought it'd be just a fun way to try out my freeze dryer and doing that. We'll see. I've never done it before, but I think it'll be good. Tonight we made a sweet potato sausage apple hash thingy. So I cooked the sausage and then I took it out of the pan. Then I added some chopped up sweet potato in there with some onion that I rehydrated. Cooked that for a few minutes. Then I added chopped up apple and water, thyme, cumin, cinnamon, and paprika and salt. Cooked it up till the potatoes were soft. And then I added back in the sausage. So we're about to see how this tastes. I've never made this recipe before, but you know, quick Google search of using sausage, sweet potatoes, and apples brought this up. So we'll see how it is. I did not end up showing those freeze-dried yogurt drops. They're pretty good. I really like them, and Bethany really likes them. They're a different texture than I was anticipating, but they're kind of addicting too. I don't know that I'd make the blackberry ones again because the seeds really get stuck in your teeth a lot. But the apple jelly ones and the maple syrup ones were super good. So I'll probably make a bunch more of those. They're a really good snack, especially for Bethany who loves snacks. And I feel like they're pretty healthy. So yeah, it was just pretty easy. They were done in like 11 hours maybe in the freeze dryer. Yeah, I think that's all it took. So just squirted them out on the trays and freeze dried them, and they were done pretty quick. So I will be making these again. This is what they looked like. These are some of the blackberry jelly ones. Some of them turned out a little bit like little logs, but they're really yummy. They're crisp. Delicious. Melt in your mouth, kind of. They may make a really good traveling snack. I don't know. I'll have to experiment with them a little bit more. A few of the other meals that I did not really record would be freezer meal enchiladas. I had these made when I had Peter, and I pulled some out Monday night, and I had an earache over the weekend and was feeling really bad, and we needed to take her to the doctor's. So Monday night, I pulled those out for a quick early dinner, and then we actually had leftovers of those for Wednesday night. Thursday night, I made some sweet and sour meatballs. They were pretty good. I don't know if I'd make them again, but they were pretty good. I used some of my freeze-dried pineapple in it because as I was reading the recipe, preparing to make it, I was like, this calls for pineapple. I don't have pineapple. Oh wait, I have lots of freeze-dried pineapple. So that worked out great. Yeah. We had leftovers a bunch of times. Nathan did treat me to a nice Valentine's dinner of some lobster tail and steak that we grilled, and we had some twice baked mashed potatoes with them. Delicious. Bethany can down some lobster like it's nobody's business. She loves seafood, and yeah, she ate so much. But it was a really yummy dinner, kind of special for Valentine's Day. We also had some frozen birthday leftover cheesecake. Eating that up. So I think that's all our meals this week. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.